If you are skinny and you want to get ripped, if you're fat, you want to get in better shape. If you're skinny fat and you want to get ripped, then this is the video for you. This is if you're a hard working professional and you want to get into your peak performance, this is the video on how you can do that. So, how to ascend naturally. This is going to be 100% natural um, transformation. So, first, we're going to go into some background information about me and the program, and then an overview of the systems, and then the details of those systems, and then the actual execution of the program, how you can execute the program. So, first, is some background information about myself. My name is Rajan. Other people know me as Ripped Raj on Instagram with 100K followers, 40K followers on Facebook, and 36.9K followers on TikTok. I am a fitness coach with my bachelor's degree. I have a CPT, and I'm currently getting my certified nutritional coach. Um, so, this is the program. It's called Internal Performance Architecture, or IPA program for short. This program turns average physiques, low energy people into high energy people with their dream physique in 90 days or less. If you're consistent, this program is going to work in 90 days or less. I'm telling you, the amount of progress you can make in 90 days is astounding. So, before systems, how I was feeling, I'm not going to lie to you guys, I did not start from the bottom. I was not at rock bottom before I did this. I didn't even know I was at the bottom. I didn't know I was depressed, anxious, or bloated. Like, look, I'm smiling, but nothing is funny. Look at my face. I'm bloated. I do not look good. I do not feel good waking up. But I thought this was just how everybody should feel when waking up. You should feel like you have no energy when you wake up. You should drink every weekend because everybody was doing it. You should go to Starbucks and get these. Obviously, that was making me more bloated. I had low self esteem, always wanting to fit in, low motivation, and then lower libido than I do have right now. And yeah, and that really got to me. So I wanted to make a change. So I started finding out ways I could change myself. And that came in forms of different styles of training. So I started going to the gym, and I probably wasted a year trying out random things, hoping that something would work until I found the right systems for myself. So that included different styles of training, high volume, low volume, high intensity, hit, cardio. It was all just kind of an experiment, but it all wasn't working for me. Okay, I even tried getting a fitness coach and it didn't work for me because they only trained me in the gym. I tried praying, your faith is everything, copying other people, and it didn't work for me. I didn't see real results. I think the biggest part where I didn't see real results were the fad diets. Like keto, plant-based diet, they're not sustainable long term. Like I would put on a good amount of muscle, but then my gut wouldn't feel that good. I'd be like, okay, well, I feel like cheating on the diet, and like after that, it wouldn't be sustainable long term. And a big part of it was the supplements. I was always getting sold a supplement and I would always buy it. So at one point I had 30 supplements I was taking a day. Oh, you have to take fat soluble at this time, water soluble at this time. And I didn't even know what they were doing. I just knew that there were supplements and I needed more supplements, something to help me get stronger, get to where I wanted to be, not knowing that what I actually needed were good systems to transform my life from where I was to here. And this is me after systems, how I feel now. I have mental clarity. I feel amazing every single day when I wake up. So if you want to feel amazing every day when you wake up, this is the video for you. If you want bigger muscles, obviously more confidence, happier, higher libido. If you look at somebody and you think that they have everything, it's probably because they do. Once you start getting in this range, you realize that it's really a domino effect, right? You look at somebody big, shredded, confident, and you're like, why do they have everything? It's probably because it's a snowball effect. Look, I want to tell you it is achievable. Like, look at the connotations of these people right here. You look at me, you'd be like, oh, okay, he's probably low energy, he looks like a little boy, like, oh, lower libido, low test. And then you look over here, you're like, okay, that's a very confident individual. He looks a lot bigger, a lot you could even tell my energy is on a different wavelength. I look a lot more um it's just it's just better, and it transfers over to the working. When people meet me, it's like their first impression is your physique. You can see this through a shirt. So obviously you want to get your physique better. But I want to tell you that you deserve it, and if you can believe it, you can achieve it. So that is the first part. That's why it's called internal performance architecture, because it all starts in the mind. You first just got to believe that you can get the physique, and then you start to achieve. So who this is for? Busy professionals that need a plan that can work around your schedule. This can work. This has worked for doctors. This has worked for lawyers. So there's no such thing as not having enough time. It works around your schedule. In your life, you're going to be really busy throughout your whole life. So there shouldn't be a single point where this wouldn't work for you. If you were open to changing your bad habits, at the end of the day, you have to be open to change and to actually accept and receive the gifts of getting bigger. Tired of being low energy and annoying. I'm telling you, a lot of people don't even realize that they have low energy. But if you take a second and just really look at yourself internally and feel yourself, you're going to feel yourself. Your body is going to tell you if you're low energy or not. People that are tired of working out diets before that hasn't worked for them. A lot of people try things sloppily, messily, just random things, and it does not work in the long term. So if you've tried things before and it hasn't worked out for you, this is the video for you. If you have a lot of potential but don't know how to unlock it, I know there's a lot of people where your friends and family are tell you, wow, like you have really good genetics. You could do really good. Look, if they're telling you that and you know you have a lot of potential, why don't you get up and unlock it? If you want to do it the natural way, this is completely natural. We're fully biohacking here. You want to increase the quality of your life. At the end of the day, this will completely and utterly change your entire quality of your life. You will feel better, look better, and you'll probably have 99 less problems. So who this is not for if you're not willing to change your bad habits. If you do not want to see results and ultimately are happy where you are, click off this video right now, go check my other content, and come back to me when you have further educated yourself or you want to make a change. If you're not willing to invest time and effort, you need to be able to invest in yourself. If you do not think this is a priority to yourself, this might not be the video for you. If you do not have patience with yourself, you living with yourself, do you have patience with yourself? You don't value sustainability and long-term health. Look, working out is the fountain of youth. So if you value your health down the line, you might put an extra 20 years on your life just by working out. Working out's the fountain of youth, and sleep. That's the top two things. So now we're going to go over kind of an overview. So the first thing I want to say is the world is against you. Everything is made by design to be like this, to be super addicting, super easy, to make you comfortable and to disorient you so you don't know the right thing to do. Look, information is free, information is abundant now in 2026. And I want to tell you that misinformation is too. And then when you're going around, look, it's super easy and addicting. These things right here, just fast food, video games, corn, and TikTok. It's so accessible. You could take out your phone right here, scroll for hours and hours. Then you go to work, and then even the AC is built to keep you inside, docile, and not have you unlock your full potential. So everything is sort of against you unless You open your mind to change. The system works against you until you respond to the system to become better. And this is what I'm going to tell you how to respond to the system. You create your own system. So, my definition of a system is a structured routine that makes behavior automatic and results inevitable. The key word right there is inevitable. If you do this, you're not looking at the results, but you're looking what you're putting in to get out. So, the three pillars here are nutrition, habits, and exercise. And all these three make up is practically your whole entire life and how healthy you are. This is a longevity protocol. We're trying to live to 2030. So the first pillar is nutrition. And this is a really big one where a lot of people go wrong. So the main thing I want you to get out of this is avoid ultra processed foods. So if you guys don't know, big pharmaceutical companies are in with all the processed foods and they practically want to make you sick to sell you the antidote. But you're smarter than that, right? So you're going to realize that food is medicine. So you're going to start taking food and trying to get the maximum nutrition from it by eating the God given food, right? Whole foods. And if you do that, food can either cause your illness or cause you to heal yourself. And if you're using and eating all these nutritious foods, then you do not need supplements because you're already eating super nutritious foods, right? You don't even have to overcomplicate it with diets that are not going to sustain long term. You got to eat like you will for the next rest of your life, 50 years, 40 years, however long you got to live, which I would hope is like 100 years after this. So eat for fuel, this is a big one, not satisfaction. So the processed foods are literally designed to be ultra addicting, look so good, taste amazing, and taste better than everything. So if you're eating for satisfaction, then you're always gonna like go toward the ultra processed foods because they're just gonna look better and taste better. But if you start eating for fuel instead of satisfaction, like, oh, I'm trying to like actually put some high grade energy in my body, then you would realize that this is the better option every single time because you're going to get your vitamins, your minerals, better macros, and it's going to be easily more digestible. It's going to have that antioxidants to make you less puffy. This it's hard. It's literally waste sludge. Like go check out my account. I'm debunking all ultra processed foods. They literally package chemicals and then they just make it look pretty. Like, have you ever seen that Krabby Patty that was like made out of like cement, the cement goop, and then they just like they paint everything on it, and then you eat it, and it just like messes up your digestive system, inflammation, everything. So at the end of the day, you have to learn to like it once you start eating whole foods, just because, as I said, they make this super good. So if you practically give yourself no option, then it's going to be really good. But if you give yourself more of an option, like, oh, I could have ate this, and that, then comparison is the thief of joy. You can't say I could have ate this. You just have to learn to like what you have. You have to eat at the right times. Don't eat 4 hours before bed. This will help your sleep. Eat simple carbs before your workout. This will boost your workout, and then start the day with a protein heavy meal. This is kind of just optimizing your actual eating around your day. Create a meal plan, buy groceries around it. This is a really big one. The groceries and the eating actually starts at the store. If you're buying the ultra processed stuff and you think that your mind alone is just going to stop you from eating that cake that you bought in the fridge, that ice cream that you bought in the fridge, it's like nobody has that discipline. I'm telling you, like, not even I have that discipline, right? So if I don't even buy that crap and I just leave it at the store and now I have all the best things in my fridge and in my cabinets, it's going to force me to eat only the best products because I already bought that for myself. And then of course we got zero point 0.7 grams of protein per pound of body weight. Based on your goals and your macros, this might change a little bit, cutting bulking, but at the end of the day, you need a lot of protein because protein is a precursor for muscle protein synthesis. So that means that if you eat more protein, it's going to tell your body, like, hey, it's going to indicate your body, hey, we need to start building more muscle, especially if you get onto the next one, which is exercise. So eat a lot of protein. And yeah, so the next is habits. And this is a big one that a lot of people underestimate, just because if your diet is good, if your training is good, then this could actually make both of those topple down just by your habits, right? And what those habits are, I'm talking about drinking. Drinking impairs muscle protein synthesis. It's going to make you, it's going to make you inflamed. It's going to stop your sleeping. You're not going to be able to sleep properly, so you're not going to be able to get recovery. So you're not going to be recovering from the gym. You can't build muscle. And then it's also going to like mess with your mind too. Your hippocampus, you can't think, you can't, everything. Drinking messes up everything. And this was actually back when I did drink. I played video games. Look, you should not be playing as a grown man who doesn't have everything that you want in life. You should not be playing a crazy amount of video games. Smoking weed, this makes you dumb and docile. I will never be for smoking weed, like even if people think that it's natural. You should not be, of course, eating fast food, sleeping all day. And then this is the worst cycle I've ever heard. You should not be working from 9 to 5, and then you get home and then you lay in bed, you smoke weed, you drink, you trade your time for money. But the thing is, you're not trading any of your money for time. And what I mean by that is you're not taking any time for yourself in here. Where is your time to yourself? Your time for reprieve, your time to think, your time for you. And what I mean by that is, look, staying with your friends, going socializing with your friends, having a cool friend group where you're actually making each other better. This is healthy. Your body is 60% water, so staying hydrated, that is healthy. Getting sun, boost your endorphins, lower cortisol, you recover properly. This is really healthy. Getting 8 hours of sleep, I told you, 8 hours of sleep is the fountain of youth. So you guys got to be making sure that you get your sleep, and this is healthy. So the big thing I want to say here is that if you're working a 9 to 5, you really have to watch what you're doing from either 5 a.m. to 9 a.m. or 9 p.m. or 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. So whatever you're doing before and after work, it really matters, because sitting all day doing work is not healthy for the body. You need a certain amount of movement every single day. Certain amount of movement just to make sure your blood is flowing, you're getting better, your mind is getting sharper, right? So this, if you're doing this all day and working for other people, doing things for other people, you have to have some time to do stuff for yourself. You are important. I value you. You need and deserve better. You deserve to treat your body better than doing this for your body. Your body is a temple, and you deserve to bless it. Exercises. So this is goes for in the gym or out the gym. You should be exercising. Any sort of exercise. Like, think about the last week. How much exercise did you get within the last week? And then after you get that, did you get in the gym exercise or out of the gym exercise? And then after that, think about when you got in the gym exercise, did you have a plan? Are you working towards something? When you were in the gym, did you ego lift? A big important thing is tracking your lifts to make sure you're progressively overloading. Did you track your lifts? You can't skip muscle grips. You need a plan when you go to the gym, and you can't do random workouts and hope they work and just like copy other people. You have to build something around for yourself. And then after that, you can't only train in the gym. You need more movement than that. You know, three times a week, 4 times a week, 45 minutes a day is perfect for the gym. But it's not perfect for you. You need more than that. You need more exercise. You need more movement. So some do's is create a program around your lifestyle. You shouldn't be struggling to get to the gym 3-4 times a week. It should be easy for you and totally manageable. You should be even happy to do it. Consistently train near failure. This is a big one. You can't be training till mild exhaustion, hoping that you see results. You need mixed max effort days and dynamic effort days. If every day is max effort, you're training 5 days a week, 6 days a week, 2 hours a day. It's going to lead to burnout. Your muscles are not going to recover properly. You're not going to feel good. I said get exercise out the gym, and then you have to make adjustments on a need basis. So based off your workouts, you then make adjustments to it. And that's what the IPA program does for you. So all these things the IPA program actually does for you, and we're going to get into that right here. So everything I covered, I will show you actually how to execute the program. And I want to say you can do this. Look, my oldest client is 60 years old and my youngest client is 16. You can do this at any age range. One of my clients is bigger. I have bigger clients. This has worked for skinnier clients as well. This has worked for skinny fat clients, right? All you need is the 3 pillars of the IPA program and then the actual execution. So I will show you how to execute the program now. Nutrition, progressive overload training, steps in cardio, sleep and recovery. Let's see. So I told you guys I would show you guys how to implement these systems in your daily life to get results. And this is how to actually do it. So I'm going to go to one of my clients. And first, we're going to actually look at the results. So last 4 weeks, we're going to actually go to 6 months. He's only been with me for less than 3 months. We went from 194 to 173. This is some insane progress that you can make. And then now we're going to look at the progress photos. He's absolutely killing it. And then compare mode. So we get progress photos every week. Look at this. We could see a little bit of puffy, bigger stomach, less muscle mass. We retained all the muscle mass, maybe even got more muscle mass while losing the fat. Fully body recomposition. It's looking much healthier, much better. And this client is 60 years old. So if he can do it, you can definitely do it too. And let me show you what we actually implemented around his life. So for him, you see he's been absolutely crushing it. He's been to the gym every single day. Look, meals, body metrics. Look, we're going to go to the macros. So he actually tracks his calories, and you see I set some goals for him. So 165, he's destroying that. 172, 174. So he's going crazy, right? He's actually even eaten more than he should be, and he's still killing it. And on top of the macro report, we also have the food journal, what he's been eating, sausage, eggs, as well as he used to send photos of it, but honestly, I do not need the photos. I could just read everything. We could see the steps, how the weight's been going down over the last week. He's absolutely been killing it. So this is what he's also been doing. This is his training program I created just for him. So he has an upper lower day and then a core and cardio day. We are focusing on just building strength. We could see for him, he has a specific warm up. And then we work in rep ranges, but this is specifically made for him. It looks like he accidentally mislogged those, but that's totally fine. It honestly happens. Look, this one's all good though. Look, and we even got a PR right here on the pec deck. This is Ted, and he's absolutely killing it. And now, if we want to check out actually another, for Roy's training split, we have something created just for him. He got 4 PBs. Damn, this one I think so you could actually attach it to your Apple Watch, so I could see what zone we were in. Damn, we got a PB right here, PB right here. So he's absolutely killing it as well. So these are some tasks. So these are form checks that we have because obviously it's online training and I have to make sure that he's doing everything with correct form. Drink water. Since he's been dehydrated, his weight fluctuates a lot more. So he's been keeping hydrated as a habit. Provided a check-in form. These forms are also with check-in videos, keep him accountable. Yeah, so you can see right here, since he was dehydrated, his weight went up and down, but you could see that it's mostly a downtrend. Gino, absolutely killing it, right? 2 weeks in the program, or I think 3 weeks in the program. It took a little bit to gain some consistency, but after you get consistent, it all comes really easy. For him, he uses a food journal. He doesn't really like to track what he eats. So we just use photos. A lot easier for him. We have two goals for him, as well as we can see that he's been killing it on the training 14 out of 15 days. And that's probably because, yeah, perfect. So we got a push pull legs arm split for him. Gino has a dog, so he likes to get his steps while he walks his dog. We got some check-in forms and then some form checks and some progress photos for him. If you guys want a custom made plan just for you with habits, nutrition, and training and accountability on top of all those things, use the Calendly to book a call with me today.